Well, this is a Beyond the Fairway special edition. But here's what happened. So in those 2 lanes, the other 2 lanes are blocked off, so you can't go down the right lanes or these lanes on the side. You have to go down the middle 2 lanes, and in between those 2 lanes is a median, and it's coned off. So Scottie attempting to pass the traffic to get into the gate of the golf course. Mind you, this was at the gate of the golf course, like feet from the gate, hundreds of feet from the gate. He got into the median, tried to pass the traffic to turn left into the golf course. Cops told him to stop. He didn't stop. Odds are he didn't hear them, to be honest with you. A cop then jumped on the car, Will, as the story has progressed throughout the day. Mm-hmm. Cop jumps on the car, stops, claims that he was dragged, allegedly dragged, the police officer. And then Scottie, here's the thing. And I've had this happen to me in Louisville, as a matter of fact. I did the exact same thing where a cop slapped I went to make a left turn in the turn lane that was blocked off around the Derby time. I was at campus. He smacked my window, and I stopped because the cop smacked my window. Like, hold up.
Yeah. I
put that joint in park, hopped out, Mr. Get Bad. And I wasn't bad. I got back in and got a ticket. But it's just, Will, I'll be honest with you. We were at the PGA Championship the last few days. You had an altercation with the police officers there at the Louisville Metro PD. Surprised that it was Scottie Scheffler that ended up getting arrested.
Yeah. I just knew I was the next one the first one to go. Yeah, the cops, they're a little quick trigger happy, and not meaning to the standpoint of using a gun trigger, but their emotions are very quick. You know how you remember how the trail coming from the Uber spot, going through the trail, and then coming to the big street, the main street,
Yeah.
in front of one of the entrances.
Yeah, so you have to understand how this road works. It's a 2-lane road with a flat median in the middle, but they blocked off the side lanes. So there's only 1 lane northbound, 1 lane southbound, and there was this very random intersection coming from the Uber drop-off, rideshare drop-off. You have to cross the main street to get into the golf course, for lack of better terms. It was a very congested street, and I'll be honest, Will, it was poorly orchestrated.
Yeah, I know the logistics. I don't know who's who and who decided that part, but it's just crazy when I heard the news this morning that somebody got hit. I could see that, which is unfortunately, God rest his soul, the gentleman that got hit and was killed this morning by a bus that was connected to the event. But I saw how somebody can get hit, and I also, with my interaction with the police officers, I can also see how the cops were very quick triggered.
Hey, Louisville PD don't play, bro. They just that's how it's always been. Almost got arrested at the Derby one year for jaywalking. Like, that's a true story.
Yeah, it's one thing don't play, but damn, they don't play when they wrong. Like, God, like you just quick to. So my situation was I was asking for directions. Like, bro, it's not, the signage wasn't really great. And because all the cops were in the middle of the street when I was trying to cross it, well, I didn't know I had to cross at the time, but I really couldn't see the intersection because all the cops were in the middle of the street. So I asked the cop, I was like, where can I go? Where do I go? He said, figure it out. I was like, damn, like damn, what's all the hostility? Hospitality, what's going on with all that? So he didn't really care. So I got upset and I was talking a little back and forth.
What you tell him, Will? Your job is to protect and serve.
Yeah, your job is to serve, and and they all crowd around me. One guy put up the cuffs, didn't happen, thank God. But I can definitely see all that happening. But it's wild that, I mean, just a lot of stuff to unpack here. I feel that Scottie should go downtown for this? No, but also, when you think about kind of ignoring the cops, when you think about, popping off at the cops and perhaps, just some unforeseen events. In a way, you kind of like All right, well, shit. I mean, we know, Doug. We know we're all too familiar. I'm all too familiar with
Yeah.
saying being misunderstood and then going downtown and shout out
Yeah, and this
to
is
shout out
Jeff
to the
Darling. Yeah, Jeff Darling for getting the footage, being Johnny on the spot. Could you imagine as a media you know employee there to write and bring the stories to the masses that you try to get into the course and you see the number one player in the entire world at a major championship getting pulled out of his car and arrested at 7 o'clock in the morning.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I can't imagine the just being there and seeing Scottie of all
yeah.
people.
So does this make him your favorite player now? Because you say he was
Well,
born for fire.
he ain't boring no more. I tell you
And
what though, I'm just glad that it turned out how it did because I know I would have been a little more mouthy than Scottie. Scottie, I'll be honest, Scottie went in there like a G man. He listened to the officers. It's foreshadowing to me that we will not see this championship back in Louisville, Kentucky at Valhalla in the future.
yeah,
It,
and think about it, man. It's so sad when you see cops exaggerate a situation, and then it is sad when cops just exaggerate on a situation and say it was way worse than what it really was, and then have the wherewithal to go downtown and do all the BS because their emotions are high. That's sad, man.
it is sad,
It's
but
sad. It is
I
sad.
tell you what,
But
if it was
shout out, hold on, shout out to Louis, your hometown,
I'm not from
Louisville.
Louisville. I am not
Okay,
from
okay,
Louisville. I
okay.
played at
Well,
Louisville. Everybody got to get this right.
all right. Well, shout out to the place you used to live in Louisville because they got them handcuffed, they got them processed, they got them booked. I mean, he went from jail time to tea time, um, all in a matter
Two,
of 2 hours.
yeah,
That, that
3.5 hours or so.
that's a quick turn. Hey, Doug, that's a quick turnaround time. I mean,
I'm
that's I've been downtown on some misunderstanding too, and I had to call the chief of police. Shout out to
oh,
Rodney Monroe, Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you for so much. Appreciate it.
all right.
Um,
Here's the morning timeline, Will. Since we brought it up, 5:09. There's an accident involving a pedestrian outside Valhalla Golf Club. 6:01. Scottie Scheffler's detained by Louisville police. An hour and a half later, booked by Louisville Metro Police. 8:40, he's released. Teed off at 10:08. Out the it was on time. He actually got to warm up. Gino, everybody, or not Gino, Ted Scott had him ready to go.
I
And
love it,
he birdies the first hole, bogeys the second hole, birdies the third hole.
man. I tell you, man, cell blocks are block cuts, dog. I'm telling you, man, this is a beautiful moment.
But how let's spin it though. If you're Scottie Scheffler though, how do you gather yourself? I mean, Scottie was it's the closest he'll ever be treated as black. Let's just be honest, right? So Scottie was able to go through all this and then make it to his tee time, make birdie on the first hole, bogey on the second hole. Like, what's his mindset? Does he feel safe to be back out in the ropes, or
I would have
he's just like the hell with
I
it?
would have to say inside the roads has to be a place of sanctuary. It has to be.
No
Like
question.
and think about it though, all the cameras, all the media is on you, and he's used to that because he's winning every tournament left and right.
Yeah.
And so this is just another moment. There has to be a place of denial, uh, temporarily denial right now. Like I'm just here to play 18 holes. I got 18 scores to put in 18 boxes, and then we'll deal with it. We'll deal with the charges that I'm facing. We'll deal with the felony that I
Well,
might have to have.
they have his arraignment will set for Tuesday already. It's like, go ahead, let's get this out. Well, at the end of the day, he still has to go through the legal, you know, trials of getting this situated. But I'm more impressed. Scottie lawyer, or excuse me, Scottie's lawyer was on the spot. I don't know where he came from. How this? I didn't know you traveled to events with your lawyer with you. I guess when
What?
you're the number one player in the world, I get your agent, but your lawyer though, like the lawyer was at the
Bro,
courthouse, like get him out.
bro.
We got golf to play.
Nah, that's the true definition of a team. that travels. I bet you this Tiger ain't got no lawyer with him. So
Tiger need to have a driver with him. That's what he needs to have. And that's Jeff Darlington. That's my mistake. I said I'm Darling. Jeff Darlington, ESPN this morning, Mr. Johnny on the spot. But Will, what do you do now if you're Scottie? You just go out and win, say the hell with everybody? Like, let me go ahead. I'm winning
yeah,
this. I'm taking
this
this.
this is about to be the most epic. I mean, every shot that he does from here on out is epic. Like, I mean, just the T-ball was epic that he got it on the course. Uh, the approach shot was epic. The birdie was epic. I mean, how about this? That birdie trumped the eagle that he made
I'm triggered.
yesterday.
I'm triggered by that word. The birdie did what?
Oh, the word trumped. Yeah, that might have been a wrong word in my vocabulary.
I'm
That
kidding. I'm
birdie.
kidding, people.
That
Don't get mad at us.
yeah, don't do it because now we put another category. Don't do that. But yeah, so yeah, but that's wild. I mean, the guy, the first hole of the tournament, he didn't get a chance to putt because he eagled from the fairway, and that
he
was
didn't
that
get.
was he didn't get a chance to see the greens because he eagled from the fairway to his seventh shot of the round, and then that was monumental. But now all of a sudden, him getting a birdie on the first hole was big, coming from a jumpsuit to a collared shirt is amazing to me.
I just noticed something here. John Daly withdrew from this championship
And
2 hours ago.
your boy Lathan Lashley is hot, probably.
So I was on a flight back from Valhalla last night, direct flight back to Phoenix. Nate Lashley started the week fourth alternate. And usually a few players will drop out and you'll get in. And this is breaking news, I guess. So Nate was upset that, it's the first time that the fourth alternate didn't make it into the PGA Championship in like 5-7 years, Will. So I'm just looking at the leaderboard to try to figure out where Scottie was, and now see that there's a WD from John Daly that took Nate's spot. Oh, this day, this week is absolutely
Hold on. You mean
wild
tell me?
right now.
I got. Here's my question. Before we go. So what was about John Day like, man? I can't do this today because I couldn't walk. Like I mean, what was about him saying I have to withdraw the day because this is a long walk? I can't. Was
Yeah,
his card not charged? I mean, you gotta get some background, Doug. Those who may not know, John Daly got approved to ride in a golf cart in this championship. His caddy has to walk, but he got approved to ride in a golf cart. So I'm lost.
I don't know, man. Look between the gentlemen.
Was the front end axis not according to what he like in Arkansas? What was it?
Let me tell you something. Between the accident this morning, the fatal accident this morning, Scottie Scheffler getting arrested and making his tee time, I am impressed, and Will, to your point earlier, at the speed in which the booking process went. Could you imagine Scottie? Look, Scottie had to take all his stuff off, put that jumpsuit on, take a picture, and as soon as he got comfortable in orange, it was like, all right, Scottie, you got a tee time to make, man. And here's one thing, sidebar, unrelated but related. Whoever's job it is to have navigated the traffic, you failed. I don't know whose job it was. I don't know.
Failed miserably.
If it's the police, whoever, you failed at your job. Like,
yes.
And look at what your failure did. I'm sorry. Like, I know that that's somebody's job to make sure the traffic patterns. It's a strategy that has been put in place for previous championships, the Ryder Cup, but this championship it failed. Sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta say it.
That got maybe the reason why there might not be another major at Valhalla.
Yeah, I guess.
And I'm curious. I'm curious if the same people that would refuse to provide me help just for the sheer fact of they just want to be ugly in their hearts. So I don't know. But to also claim the point that not all the police officer in Louisville were of that caliber, because all up we saw them all throughout the tournament. They were
Yeah, we
all
saw a few that was dope. I ain't
nice.
gonna lie.
Yeah, they were cool, and it was shout out to them and appreciate what you're doing, protecting the service. I'm just not going to Louisville no more. But yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Hey, so get this. It went from a traffic stop to being charged with second-degree assault on a police officer, which in Kentucky is a felony, as well as criminal mischief, reckless driving, and disregarding signals from a police officer directing traffic. That's 4 different charges. All he was trying to do was make his tee time. That's
I was
it.
trying to make it down. I say this. I do believe this though. I do believe this. There's certain people in this country that is indicted north of 85, 90 times, and they have not. They've still making their tee time. So I'm sure this guy will make his tee time as well. So
and it's so fitting, Will, because that's what it's like when you have a kid. It's like you're just trying to do everything you can to get to the golf course. Scotty's already acting like a seasoned veteran, a seasoned father, like weeks after his child is born. I get it, Scotty. Like I was trying to get there too.
I mean, he got a kid now. He trying to make this bread for his kid. What are you talking about? Like, I gotta go. Like right now, this kid has been on this earth for 2 weeks, and I have not made $1. I have to go make some money. So, but
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing how the drama unfolds on the course. Because off the course, I've had way too much. This has been stressful.
And Doug, again, we're all ha ha he he and having fun. But again, our condolences go out to the gentleman that lost his life today, trying to just go be a spectator, and our hearts and prayers go out to them for sure.
Well, special edition of Beyond the Fairway. Well, I would have said it was live from Valhalla, but as you can clearly see, we got the hell out of there. It was too hot. It was too hot around there for us.
Too hot. He gave me heebie-jeebies.
Well, we'll see how next week's go. We're Benton Harbor for the Senior PGA Championship. We'll do it all again, sir.
Yeah, just hope there's a street I can cross.
Maybe we just have cars next week. One thing I can guarantee you, there's gonna be less traffic. I can promise you that.
But I can also guarantee you this: in Benton Harbor, same cops. All right, I think we're done.
I got no word. Hey, listen, follow, subscribe. Beyond the Fairway. Beyond the Fairway to go. Check us out everywhere where you get everything. We there. Go ahead, pull up. We'll holler at you. We'll see you around the way.